This video will be about how to delete Foliage and replace it with an actor. So I'm just going to open my third-person character, then I'm going to go into project settings, and I'm just going to add an input. Okay, then we're going to get it here. Then when it's pressed, we're going to do a line trace by channel. Okay, now I'm going to go in here, select the mesh, and I'm going to search for an arrow. I'm just going to add an arrow component. This is going to be the position that our line trace starts at, so I'm just going to get it aligned how I want it to be. I think that's good. So now I'm going to grab the arrow, drag it in here, and I'm going to get location and plug that into start. Then I want to get forward vector and multiply it by 2500 and add the forward vector multiplied to the world location and plug that into the end. Then I want to go ahead and break this. I'm just going to add a branch and plug the return value in. That way we're only running this if we actually hit something. So now off the hit component, we used to voxel hierarchical instant static mesh component. This is what the foliage is spawned with. So if it's true, we're going to plug it in. And if this equals the hit component, basically we are making sure that we're hitting the voxel foliage and nothing else. So let's get another branch. Okay, then we're going to get actor of class. Now this part's inefficient and you'd want to do it some other way if you're actually trying to make it performant, but this is just a simple tutorial, so I'm not going to go into all of that, but now we want to spawn voxel spawner actor by instance index. And for the component, we're going to drag in the as voxel hierarchical instance static mesh component. And we're going to go back to the break hit result and we're going to get hit item and plug it in to the instance index. And then we're going to destroy actor. So now if we hit play, we can now delete the trees that we look at and click. Okay, now we're going to create a new tree BP. We're going to add a static mesh. Replace the default scene root. Now I'm going to look for a birch tree. This is just going to be the example one. That's one we're using, but we will replace it with whichever one we hit. So now I'm just going to go down to simulate physics and enable that. Get component by class. I want the static mesh. Then we are going to spawn an actor from class. We're going to get the tree BP, And before we destroy the other actor, we want to spawn our new one and set static mesh to be the one we got from here. Okay. We also want to get actor transform and plug that in. Okay, so now we're going to open our forest trees, and I'm going to go hit search on one of them. I need to change the settings. I'm just going to turn mine all to project default. And I'm going to hit play. We're going to see what happens. So it's a little extreme, it kind of popped there, but it worked. It's falling over. Okay, let's see if we can fix the popping. I'm just gonna go back to the third person character, and I'm gonna break all that, and we're going to break transform. Then I want to add. I'm just going to add to Z, maybe 50. And then let's make transform. And plug that back into spawn transform. Okay, now if we play, it shouldn't pop quite as much. Still a little bit. This thing I am going to do is I'm going to go into the tree. Then I'm just going to go back into our tree BP, and I am going to change initial lifespan to like 10. Let's compile. Then I'm going to go back. And now after 10 seconds or so, it should disappear. Yeah, there it goes. And that's how you do trees.